Why should a man avoid marriage? Because there's nothing in it for him. When there's no reason to do something, then it becomes necessary to do nothing. The most common reason advanced for men to get married is because unlimited free intimacy is thought to be in a woman's package of things she brings to the marriage. Nothing could be further from the truth. Immediately after she gets her ring and he signs his death certificate in the minister's office after saying some I do's in front of family members, she starts the withdrawal from intimacy process, and by the end of the first year of marriage, his intimate life is essentially at an end. The freebie intimacy in marriage turns out to be the most expensive a man will ever pay for. And once he starts paying through the nose, he continues to pay for the last physical relationship he ever got, for about 18 years or more after the divorce is finalized. Getting married to a woman is essentially doing her a favor by taking a load of life off her shoulders. Marriage is the gift that keeps on taking. After hearing one man after another describe how horribly he was treated in divorce court, and considering that 50% of marriages end in divorce, why would any rational man want to take on that kind of risk and get married? Modern women just want a wedding day, and the idea of being married, they have no intention of being a wife. Back in the day was about a woman's fear of being single and an old maid. It was also about a woman's fear of the afterlife because it was a sin to divorce their husband. Back in the day, a woman's fear is all that kept women married. Now that fear is gone. It will never return. Men are done with marriage because women have lost their fear. Back in the day, marriage was still not a man's game, not something he could win at, for women still held most of the cards. Women have always been toxic. They're toxic today and yesterday and will remain toxic in the future. If you are a man, forget about them and be content. The traditional role for men still seems the same, generally speaking. The difference, for men, would be the compensation for that traditional gender role. Traditional benefits, for men on women, are actively discouraged and socially ostracized. Modern women have changed their gender roles to individualism, and men have essentially maintained their traditional role. Times have changed dramatically with divorce law inequality, and men are being hugely disadvantaged legally and financially. Men are learning the hard way that the risks are too great to be associating with these modern women indoctrinated with feminism. I don't think women understand the damage this has caused, and how it will majorly affect things going forward. I'm now at a point where I meet men at work or through gaming and they're completely against having any form of relationship with women. And it's not a who hurt you type reasoning, it's an I don't want a woman coming and ruining my peace. And I'm seeing lots and lots of that, particularly with older men. Marriage used to be a sacred bond between two people who love one another with their own plans for the future and family. Now it seems when a man gets married, he is also married to his in-laws, his wife's friends, and all of his wife's co-workers. All of these people now have a say in why your marriage isn't working every time something goes wrong in a marriage. If couples can't work these problems out themselves along with some professional counseling, it's over, and all the advice from family, friends, and co-workers can't save it. The best thing now is forgetting the institution of marriage. If you want to have children, girls just get pregnant and have them. Who the father of the children is not important now. Most women's attitude today is to get married and have the children, and if the husband is a lemon, you still have the children. This is the future of the family unit. Too many women these days, even much younger ones, are self-absorbed and self-centered, amongst other things. There is rarely calm at home with modern women. Case in point, an example, if it may. When I was much younger, in my late teens and earlier 20s, we had a group of friends we all hung out with. There were these two drop-dead gorgeous women a part of the group. They had all the looks and lines to say nailed down to get any guy they wanted, and they used it to their advantage. They got it all. However, fast forward a few years, I happened to bump into one of them. A total train wreck. In her late 30s, she looked just like a zombie, and no one wants to be around her. Has nothing, not even a car. I can feel sorry for her. She was warned, but didn't listen. Oh well. As for the other woman, heard she passed away from drug abuse. Again, sorry, but live a lifestyle of chasing after false gods, false ideals, whatever you want to call it. You will end up alone and or dead. You have an 80% chance of a wife taking you to the cleaners, and a 20% chance of her using you as the claimed father of a child that is not yours. And they go through changes in life that will drive them nuts, especially when they go through menopause. And they always want to be entertained and for you to read their minds. Stay single, save your money and your sanity. Marry your goals and deepest aspiration. Work hard, very hard to achieve your goals, and when reached, set higher ones. Enjoying yourself with modern women at your own risk and peril. Statistically, the risk right now is quite high and rather adversarial to your long-term physical and financial well-being, including but not limited to the potential for losing your freedom and reputation. No women are worth that, not even a perfect 10. I'm old school, and so I have loved and adored women all my life. I had to learn to stop. The problem with many women and a few beta men is that they have not excelled in physical fitness and spiritual fitness to be declared as marriage material. Handling relationships with average intellect, finance, and emotional drama is how marriages are running in 90% of homes on the planet. This is like building dreams on the foundation of sand and not reinforced concrete. Very shaky personalities in one or both members cause the rubber band to stretch and break at some point. Having commitment, a growth mindset, and foundations of well-being, health and fitness in physical, intellectual, financial, social, and spiritual realms is a must to qualify for marriage. Marriages happened in close-knit communities where the family elders held the newly married couples to standards and accountability. There was no blind interference of the court system with women-centric and supporting laws. Whenever men make decisions not agreeable to women, it's labeled shocking. Men are not interested in a binding contract where they are most likely to lose everything. Until women are held to the same level of accountability, they can continue to break their glass ceiling while men will continue to enjoy their hard-earned money. Men are reminding women, we've been independent for far much longer and have not forgotten how to enjoy it. The number one reason that men should no longer get married is because the marriage contract not only involves you and your intended, but it also makes the state a party to that contract, and the state will employ force backing to ensure that you honor your side of the contract while they back the divorcing wife's side. If you go into a relationship with a woman, don't even bring up what you want that relationship to be or where you want it to go. The woman will eventually broach that issue, and when she does, tell your reason for not wanting to be married. Assure her that you can commit to her if that's what you want to do without a third-party interloper, aka the state, being involved. If she's not willing to abide by your wishes and insists that you marry her to make her an honest woman, then she's not someone you would want to be married to anyway. These women have an agenda and ulterior motives. If she breaks it off because you won't marry her, she's done you the biggest favor a woman could ever do. Take the opportunity to run and don't look back. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.